Hello, my name is Thomas Campbell. I'm the owner of Pitmaster Essentials. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I thought I would make some pig shots to go along with my tailgating series that I started last week. And so we're going to cook up some pig shots in preparation for game day. So stick around and I will bring you back here in just a few minutes. Okay, welcome back. So here are the ingredients. I'm going to use 8 ounces of cream cheese. In this case, I'm going to use whipped cream cheese because I found out that if you use the regular bar cream cheese, it's actually harder to mix up. We have 14 ounces of kielbasa sausage. You can use any kind of sausage that you want, as long as it's in the tubular shape like that. Also have some bacon over here that we're going to use to wrap and make the pig shot. Have about 4 ounces of cheese, toothpicks to actually form the pig shot, and then I'm going to use Butcher BBQ honey rub to add seasoning to the mix. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take a block of cheese. I personally like to take cheese and shred it myself instead of buying the cheese that's already shredded. So we're going to grate it real quick and then we will start to mix. Alright, so I'll finish grating this and I will bring you back here in just a few minutes. Okay, so we have the cheese grated. I forgot to mention this is cheddar cheese, but feel free to use sharp, pepper jack, whatever you want. So we're going to dump the cheddar cheese in. Grab the whipped cream cheese. And like I said, the whipped cream cheese actually works much better. You can see it comes out very nice and easy. And whenever you go to mix, it is so much easier than using the block cream cheese. So we're going to mix this together. Alright, that's pretty good. So we're going to use Butcher BBQ honey rub for the additional seasoning. And for this, you can probably use about 1 to 2 tablespoons. I just kind of guess on it there. But feel free to add as much or as little as you want. Okay, so we have our cream cheese mix ready to go. So I set that off to the side. And so when you go to cut your kielbasa or your sausage, take the end piece off. So I like to go a little thicker, so maybe about, I don't know, about 1/4 of an inch, maybe 1/3 of an inch, something like that. But you want it to be thick enough because we're going to take a toothpick, and once we wrap the bacon around, we're going to take a toothpick and stick it in there. So you want to have enough room for the toothpick to go all the way through and hold your bacon to form the shot, basically a shot glass. So that looks pretty good. So we're going to do a couple more here. Make that one's a little bit bigger. Okay, welcome back. So I have my kielbasa cut. So this is going to be the base of my pig shot. And so this actually works better with thick cut bacon, but we got regular bacon instead. But what you want to do is you want to kind of judge about halfway through and just cut all the way down the middle, because this is going to form the actual glass of our pig shot. Just go nice and slow with it. Try not to tear it. And you want your bacon to be as cold as you can because it's a lot easier to work with whenever it's cold. Okay, so to form the actual shot glass of the pig shot, take your bottom part of your kielbasa and then just wrap it around like this. So there's your shot glass formed. And then take a toothpick, stick it in the end to keep the bacon together, and you want it to slide all the way through, just like that. And there is the shot glass. So this is where we'll put our cream cheese mix in the middle when we get to that point. So I'll finish doing these up and then I will bring you back when it's time to put the cream cheese mix in. Okay, welcome back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a Ziploc bag to put my cream cheese mix in and use it as a pipette bag. However, I wanted to show real quick. So this is a regular sandwich bag. This is very thin and it doesn't work well. However, I have used it in the past, but you get like a one and done type of thing. So I don't like to use those. These are another option. These are quart bags. They're a little thicker. However, they have this thing on the bottom that flattens out. I don't know if I can do it or not, but whenever you go to make a pipette bag out of it and you cut the corner, then you have multiple holes where your cream cheese filling will come out. So what I like to use is a gallon or even a quart size bag that's thicker, but it doesn't have the bottom that flattens out and it has the nice corner that I can use to cut the hole. So we're just going to grab some of the cream cheese filling. We're just going to put it in the corner. Try and get it in the corner as close as I can. So what you're aiming for is to get all of this down in the corner. Because take our knife and we're just going to cut a small hole right on the corner like this. So now this is our pipette bag. Twist it up at the top, push the cream cheese down, and then you'll see it start to come out like that. So I have my pig shots ready to go. Okay, so I'm just going to squeeze it in there, nice and easy. You don't want to put too much in there, but you don't want to put not enough, because if you put too much in there, then it will pop out over the top during the cook. So I like to go probably about halfway up. Okay, so I will finish adding the cream cheese to this and bring you back whenever I get done. All right, so we have all of the cream cheese in the pig shots, so the pig shots are already ready to go here. So one other thing that I like to do is I like to have some jalapenos on mine, so I'm going to put a jalapeno on 3 or 4 of these here. Not everybody in the family likes the jalapenos, so these will be mine. But this adds a little bit of heat to the sweet. Just put it on top and just kind of smash it down in the cream cheese there. And then we're going to dust it one more time with Butcher BBQ honey rub. Makes it look nice, gives a nice presentation, also adds some more flavor. Don't need a ton, just a little bit right on top of those jalapenos. Okay, and now we will head to the smoker, so I'll bring you back here in just a few minutes. Okay, and welcome back. So we're out at the pit. I decided to fire up my 22-inch Weber Kettle, and so I'm going to put the pig shots on indirect. Dome temp is showing about 320 degrees, so we're shooting about 325, 350 today. We're going to cook these a little hotter and a little faster. They should cook in about 45 minutes to an hour. I also have 2 small chunks of apple wood that I'm going to add. Whenever you have small protein like this, you don't want to add too much wood, otherwise you'll get a kind of a bitter flavor. So we're going to add these to the grill. So I'm going to use my grate to make it easier to transfer. Like that. I'm going to add a couple chunks of apple wood here. Put the lid on. And then we're going to let them cook, and I will bring you back here in about 20 minutes. Okay, welcome back. It's been about 25 minutes, and the Weber Kettle is holding steady. Well, it's actually dropped a little bit. It's about 290 degrees. Let's see what they look like. Oh yeah, there we go. They got that beautiful color. They're going to crisp up nicely. So what I like to do, since I have them on the grate, I'm going to spin them around. So that way I get them nice and evenly cooked all the way around, like that. All right, so we'll give them another 20-25 minutes and I will bring you back at that point. Okay, welcome back. The pig shots have been on for about 50 minutes. The dome temp on the kettle is at 310 degrees, so it's holding steady. Let's see how they look. Those look amazing. So I have some Butcher BBQ Sweet BBQ rub. So I'm gonna glaze these. Oh yeah, look at that. Now that is what I'm talking about. Get them all nice and gooey and sticky with some barbecue sauce. Need to call up the crew, let them know that pig shots are almost ready. Gonna get the game on. Tailgating. These are just amazing tailgating items. You just want to make sure you get them all covered as best you can. And then just kind of drizzle it on there just like that, and then just let the barbecue sauce fall down the side. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up glazing these, and then I'm going to let them cook for another 5-10 minutes to let the barbecue sauce set up, and then I will bring you back. All right, welcome back. So it's been about an hour. The dome temp on the Weber Kettle is at 310 degrees. So the Weber Kettle is doing a great job holding these nice and steady. And those are done. You can see them sizzling. We have the Butcher BBQ honey rub that has set nicely. They're good and tacky, so I'm going to pull them off and let them rest. Like that. And then I will bring you back in about 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll try them and see how we did. Okay, and welcome back. So I pulled them off of the kettle, and the pig shots look amazing. They smell amazing. I've been keeping an eye on this guy right here. This is about as good as they get right here, folks. If I can get him off of there. He's a little stuck, but he's got the jalapeno, and it's really sticky. You can see all of the barbecue sauce is tacking up. So I'm going to pull that out of there. Got the toothpick out. All right. Hopefully it's cooled down, and let's give it a try. You can see the bacon is crisped up. The sausage is nice and juicy. And the cream cheese is just full of flavor. It's got a little bit of smoke on it. See the bottom, it's not too overdone, that's perfect. All right, I'm gonna finish this off because I've been waiting a long time for these, so. Those are incredible. So folks, please like, share, and subscribe. If you like what we're doing here, let me know in the comments below. Have you tried pig shots before? And how did they work out? Because these are amazing just to do on a Sunday afternoon like what I'm doing now in preparation for a football game, or if you're tailgating. It takes a little bit of prep work, but after it's all said and done, an hour on the smoker and they are good to go. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and remember, Pitmaster Essentials, where flavor meets smoke. I'll see you in the next one.